Welcome to Atlanta Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Leo for the month of late November, December, just up until before Christmas. So we are in Sagittarius energy, so it's about fire, moving forward. It's your cousin, so there should be lots of movement and attaining goals and action and positivity coming through this month for you, Leo. You're in your 5th house, which is the house of fun. It's the house of randomly meeting somebody out and about, if you're young, free, single or whatever, you know, and just hooking up or just having a bit of a moment with somebody. It's very creative. It's all about, it's the sort of very much sort of aligned with children, how they just get on in life and just enjoy and have fun, and they're untarnished. So this is a nice month for you, Leo. And your energy is the Queen of Wands. So she's actually your fire queen. So it's about creativity. It's really getting things done and just enjoying the whole process of the creativity, not really, but actually as well, Leo, especially to a few Leos I know who are starting up businesses and that sort of thing. This is about really sort of getting into it and being creative and dropping all the worries and masks that we put on and just going, right, this is going to happen. I'll just be my authentic, fun self. Beautiful. She's also very forthright, this queen, so very much like a Leo herself. Speaks directly, which to some people they don't like, but never mind, one must be direct. Where you are right now, Leo, the Lovers, so big decisions to make. Now this usually pertains to relationships, obviously, because of the word the Lovers, so it's about, and it's a number 6, so it's all about that harmony. It's about making decisions. Are you in a relationship? Where is it going? Do you want to still be with this person? Maybe you're with somebody and have met someone else that has sort of really blown your socks off. What's that going to do? It's a big decision. But especially in the 5th house too, Leo, just be careful you don't throw everything, you know, away on a whim. Just be careful, because the Lovers, especially if you're in a relationship that may be a bit yuck at the moment, just hit a really stagnant phase. Just be careful about the decisions you make in regards to that, especially if someone else comes in or just crosses your path, which I believe it just happens. So yeah, the Lovers. So let's see what influenced the Lovers. So big decisions about relationships, but especially intimate relationships, I have to say. And we have the influencing card of the whole deck, the whole layout, and this is the 10 of Wands. So it may well be, Leo, that you've come to the end of, you're exhausted by somebody's energy. It's like too much. We've come out of Scorpio time, which is very emotionally taxing at times, because it's all about our emotional depths. So you may be feeling just exhausted from other people. I feel usually take away our sort of spiritual creative energy. It's exhaustion from other people, or that's my interpretation, and I'm sticking to it. So it's time just to sort of check yourself with that, Leo, and really ask yourself those big questions about your current, especially if it's an intimate, close relationship. You know, this is a time not to, you know, you've got to be quite careful what you do here. The background, so we're talking September, October time, Libra time, and we had the Empress, so all about sort of achieving goals, having achieved a goal, but getting there slowly but surely, not, you know, in a rush. The Empress sort of plots and plans very carefully. He takes a while to sort of attain his goals, and it takes a lot of discipline, it takes a lot of energy, it takes a lot of strategy as well. It's not just click of the fingers and done. You have to put in lots of effort to sort of arrive at the Emperor, basically. It's also the father card too, so often, you know, a lot of Leo girls or boys or whatever, the father is a very important figure one way or the other. So it's about checking in about how that sort of relationship goes and what you've got from your own, you know, how your father sort of brought you into this place and grew you up. Powerful cards. So you've got two powerful cards looking like an interesting reading. But yeah, very male card as well, Leo, just saying. Recent influences. We have the Eight of Wands. So absolutely no holes barred, no obstacles, moving forward. Now this is actually that first week of Sagittarius. So I think it's about the 22nd onward up until just before Christmas. Very much movement, travel, things happening, going places. Just absolutely, the Eight of Wands is the best. And it also can mean just meeting somebody quite spontaneously like that. Fifth house, I'll remind you again. So fabulous, fabulous, Leo. I'm really happy for you with these cards. They're really looking brilliant. So the lesson you'll be learning this 4 weeks. Oh, and we've got a bit of discontentment. We're sort of just looking at what we don't have rather than looking at what we do have. Relationship-wise, there may be a bit of like a lull and just a sort of treading water where you're thinking, oh, well, where's this relationship going? What's happening here? He's great or she's great, but it's just not doing it for me. So just think on too, because this is that fifth house again. It kind of can stir up these sort of really spontaneous, you know, attractions, especially if things aren't going well at, you know, indoors, so to speak, with your significant other. And if you don't have a significant other at the moment, this may be prompting you to sort of get out of that sort of holding pattern and sort of be out there, meet somebody, you know, go and do something spontaneous rather than just saying, oh no, I don't want another relationship because the last one was horrible. Well, you have to move on from that also, Leo. So that's the Four of Cups. So it sort of really beggars the question. Now, okay, so what are you going to do? Can't sit there forever. And it is a transitional card. Near future. And we have your card. Yes, the Leo card. Ongoing success, things just going really well for you. You having put in the effort, this is too, Leo. Like if you haven't put in effort, you can't really expect much in return. So this is the card of just really things coasting along nicely, especially for Leos because they're very sort of energetic, front and center. They are it. So they like things to be so. They like movement. They don't like stagnation. They certainly don't. And they get agitated if they have to be sort of plonked somewhere in a swamp or something where there's no movement. So well done, beautiful card. Let's see card number 7, which is what's happening that you're not realising. And we have the Queen of Swords. So very much about being, the Queen of Swords is your antithesis. So this is an air sign card, but she's also for Aquarius, Libra or Gemini. So she's very clear in her actions. She can be quite bitter and brutal how she delivers her messages. She's very intellectual. She thinks a lot. She's an air person. She's a communicator. She's not, you are the, you know, creative. So, you know, bring out, and notice she's got swords in her hair and a big sword there. She's got a lot of protection around her from past experiences. So bring her out every now and again when you need to, Leo, the Queen of Swords, and just employ that. Just be clear about your intentions and your communications. How others see you, interesting. New job, money coming in, things going really well. Ace of Coins, a brilliant card. It just things just really opening up, possibilities, opportunities, new job obviously if that's where you're at. money to do whatever it is you want to do if that's where you're at. So overall, in the terms of your stability and your money and your bank account, things are looking seemingly tight and stable, and new things are in the offing. But once again, Leo, you've got to make it happen. It just doesn't magically appear. What you're feeling positive about? The Hierophant. So he is the big priest. He is your moral compass, what feels right for you and what doesn't, and following your moral compass. And we all have one, and we all know when we're doing something that shouldn't be done, because it ticks away, it sort of bangs away at the inside of your chest saying, you shouldn't really be doing this, you shouldn't be, because I wouldn't like it done to me. So this is all about moral compass. It's about doing the right thing in terms of how you see your life and your belief system basically as well. The Hierophant is, you know, in days of old it would be just called a religious card, but now it's more of a spiritual. People follow more of a spiritual path rather than trotting off to church. They have their own belief system. And, you know, usually it is very big on the moral compass. Not for everybody, but for most. Okay, final outcome. High Priestess. Oh my God, how beautiful. So this is the card for Pisces. So we're looking forward. This could be something that's going to sort of come to fruition in late February, March, in the Pisces time, which is a very emotional, intuitive time. It's about secrets, either keeping secrets or secrets coming out. And it's also about sort of meeting somebody that you truly connect with on that spiritual, soulmatey level. Now that can be for 5 hours, or it can be for forever. But you know, soulmates, they come, they go, for long or short. We can't predict it, but there's always this sort of connection there. It's very strong. It also, the High Priestess also asks you to keep your own counsel as well. Like, don't get above yourself. Don't, get cocky, or just keep your intuition in check always. And if you don't feel like something is the right thing to do, don't do it. And interestingly enough, Leo, before we go, these are actually brother and sister. So they're like the High Priest and the High Priestess. So they don't actually get married, but they come across some amazing connections in their life. But we're bringing it into this sort of time zone we're in now, not from the old days. But both very highly spiritual, beautiful cards. So there you go, Leo. Go forth, have a good time. Iron out some of the creases that are there and just get on with it. Your message is pure effort. Enlightenment is not your birthright. Those who succeed only do through proper effort. Considering all spiritual teachings as an intellectual exercise to be practiced daily, diligently, and with discipline. This constant effort to maintain your daily practice is central to all spiritual practice that bring about personal transformation. And that's what we're talking about. We're just talking about putting effort into relationships, to ourselves, to our life, to what we want. But this month, it's all about fun as well. Thank you for listening, Leo. See you next time.